What's up, you guys? It's Layla Lynn, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I wanted to talk about Ray J. Ray J is calling himself defending Brandy after Shyne, Mase, and Camron had this public conversation about Brandy and Shyne and Mase being in a love affair, a love triangle with Brandy back in the 90s. Ray J is speaking out, and he's basically threatening to do whatever they did to Brandy to them. It's so crazy. So we're going to get into his reaction in this video, and we're going to get into the background. I shared before on my channel the background of the love triangle between Shyne, Mase, and Brandy. It's all in this video. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to this channel, click the bell, click the thumbs up, do all the YouTube things to support this channel. And for those of you who are content creators or small business owners, make sure you join my school community. My school community is free to join, but we do have exclusive events. Like we had our live group coaching session last week. We are working on branding. The next session is going to be early April, where we're doing brand like a housewife, and we're doing the visual branding for your social media. So make sure you join that so that when I drop the link to the live group coaching call, you can enroll in that as well. And let's go ahead and get into it. I want to first start with what Shyne said when he was on the podcast with Camron and Mase. Let me know if y'all think it was messy, with Shyne being messy.
What happened with Brandy and everything? Let's just do it.
Listen,
let's do it. Who's dealing with Brandy?
Okay, let me switch my glass.
You know what happened?
We going.
You was dating Brandy at one time, or y'all was just, how'd it go?
I was special, you know. He came in and wanted to be special. So I had to let him be special.
I mean, no lies told.
Yeah,
he was Shaq.
Okay.
He was the champion. He was the MVP.
Right.
I was Kobe, no pun intended, because they said Kobe was a special friend of Brandy's as well.
Right.
But
too much, doing too much.
No pun intended.
Right.
But I was coming out of high school on the championship team, and he was the superstar of the team.
Right.
But I definitely did want to be special. I definitely, but I had no idea. So what happened? A mutual friend who was a snitch.
Okay.
So
Diddy, I told y'all about that in my original video. Diddy.
I'm not. I think he know who it is.
Right.
I'm not gonna expose him.
Right.
But so I was so excited because this is my dream person.
Right. Talk about Brandy.
Brandy.
Right.
Poor kid, Brooklyn, watching MTV, watching Moesha, watching her on BET. And, as a dream, I'm like, man, if she was to know Shyne, I got that.
Right.
So when I came up, she was in the crosshairs. Like, I was sniping.
Right.
And I had no idea though, because he was special.
Right.
So he was running that playbook so discreetly, so quietly. I had no idea.
Yeah, he's sneaky.
So he was an ultra sniper. But I was so excited.
Right.
So I kept telling one of a mutual friend who was a sniper. Right. So I kept telling one of our mutual friends, and he was snitching me out. And then so Brandy was like, yo, who you told you here?
Right.
How so-and-so know that you here with me right now? And I'm like, oh, man.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's what's up.
That's what
elaborate.
That's my story.
What I'm elaborating.
Right.
So I kept.
So first of all, do you think that was messy? I would say, yeah, especially the Kobe part. I do think it's kind of messy to kiss and tell. I do think that's messy. But I want to get into Ray J's reaction, because Ray J was not pleased with them talking about his sister the way they were talking about his sister. And Ray J had a very special way of defending her. And shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for these clips. They catch everything. Shout out to Kyle.
All three of y'all is like the Three Stooges. And y'all looking real attractive. So when I see y'all better not have that skirt on. Y'all better pull y'all panties up. You know what I'm saying? For real. I see y'all. I know where y'all at. Y'all be slipping too in Vegas, walking around the wind, acting like y'all winning. Get some money and have to do 5,000 shows. Fucking bitch. Hoe ass give you a venereal. Terrible is crazy. Hold on, let me charge the computer. On everything, bro. I get these a venereal disease that they ain't never had before. I tattoo the fuck. Bend y'all over, bro. Hit y'all from the back like this. All three of y'all is like the three fucking punks. We're Bussy Baby. We're back shots. Y'all come in and get something too. Yeah.
I think those are his gay friends.
Come in and get some of this. Get some of this Camron. I will not tolerate it. And neither will LA. I'm talking about all of Los Angeles. Everybody out here. Smokers, heads, hoes on Figueroa, everybody. The agency, everybody. Nobody's gonna allow that to happen. You feel me? Give a fuck about what my sister said. You probably ain't gonna ever watch this type of shit.
Yeah, I think Brandy told him stop talking about her. That's what I think. But I guess he's saying she never gonna see it anyway.
But I'm watching you, and I'm watching you close, and I see you shave your legs. I like that. But I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm talking about everybody. Talking about my sister. Let me look up these moms and sisters and start posting their pictures. I'm gonna fuck your mom, your sister, your I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm fucking everybody in your family, your daddy, everybody. About what?
Oh my God. My God. Ray J is threatening to do whatever they allegedly did to Brandy. He wants to do it to them. It's so crazy that he would even frame it like that. But y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. But I want to go back into their 90s love affair, their 90s love triangle. I did cover it before. And so we're going to do a way back. It's Wednesday. So we're going to do a way back Wednesday and roll it back to the 90s when this all played out. So let's take it back to 1998. By 1998, Brandy was not just a singer, but a multimedia star whose influence spanned music, television, and film. And I want to say theater too. That year, she released her second studio album, Never Say Never, which cemented her status as an R&B icon. The album, released in June of 1998, included hits like The Boy Is Mine, her duet with Monica that we all loved. Even to this day, I still love that song. And it became the longest running #1 single on the Billboard Hot 100 that year. Brandy was thriving in her acting career. She starred as Moesha Mitchell on the hit TV series Moesha, which aired on UPN and was a staple in Black households. And the show was known. It became known for addressing real-life issues, and it positioned Brandy as somewhat of a role model for young Black women. And then her impact extended into film as well. Her groundbreaking role as the first Black Cinderella in Disney's Cinderella aired the year prior, and its success was still fresh in the public's mind. So Brandy really was that girl. In 1998, when they were dating, Brandy really was that girl. But her image was very polished and pristine. This is back when her mother, Sonia, was managing her. She was like America's sweetheart. Now, Mase, if Brandy was the princess of R&B, Mase was the prince of Bad Boy Records. His 1997 debut album, Harlem World, was at the top of the charts in 1998, and it ended up selling over 4 million copies and earning him Grammy nominations. And he collaborated with Brandy on Top of the World, which was a standout track from her album, Never Say Never, and that was one of their biggest highlights of 1998. It brought together Mase's swagger and Brandy's smooth vocals, and it was during a time when blending hip hop and R&B was like the thing to do. That's when it was first starting to become popular to have like hip hop and R&B on the same song. And as far as Mase, he had somewhat of like a playboy persona, but he also had an ability to appeal to both hardcore rap fans and mainstream audiences. So that kind of solidified his status. Now, let's talk about Shyne, because in 1998, it was a little bit different for Shyne. While Mase and Brandy were firmly established in their careers, Shyne was just starting to make a name for himself. He had signed to Bad Boy Records, and he was widely looked at as Diddy's next big star. He was a fresh talent who could potentially fill the void left by the notorious B.I.G. But Shyne admitted in the interview that his lack of focus in 1998 hindered his rise. In his Breakfast Club interview, he said that his involvement with Brandy distracted him from fully committing to his career. Compared to Mase, Shyne was still in the shadows of Bad Boy's established stars, but he did have a lot of potential. So during his Breakfast Club interview, Shyne dropped the bombshell that he had been romantically involved with Brandy at the same time as Mase.
But at the time, I got on in 98, and instead of getting in the studio and getting the information, I was living the life. And so that caused a strain between him and I, because he was like, who does this kid think he is? And there's even situations like with Mase. Mase was dating a girl, you know, and I started dating a girl, and that caused like a big thing. We had to have like a family meeting. It was like, yo, what are you doing? You know, you're like Kobe coming to the Lakers, and you know, you want to go after Shaq's joint. Like, you can't do that. Mm-hmm. And that's what I was on for 98. I wasn't focused. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't until 99, after that same girl, this is the girl that was also seeing Mase. She's selling millions of records. She had like the biggest record that year. And
Brandy.
And she said,
she's not.
But now you know. You listen, the documentary is in the documentary.
Okay.
It's in the documentary. Clark Kent says who it is. God bless his soul.
Mm-hmm.
And we had an argument, and she said, "Yo, you're nobody."
She said that to you?
Yes.
Damn.
You're nobody. You ain't sold one record. You think you styling, you think you're that, you're nothing. You haven't sold a record. And that hit me like the hand of God. Just, you know, slapped me back into reality, because she was telling the truth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't there to date, you know, R&B divas and pop divas and, you know, look fly. I was there to make hit records. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't doing that. And that shook me up. And I was like, yo, where Puff at? All right, you know, I carry your bags. You know, what? Let's get in the studio. And that's what we did. So the entire 99, you know, I was in the gym, I was in the studio, and that's how we made Bad Boy. Because we were in the Hamptons.
The song Bad Boy, guys, the song Bad Boy.
Yeah, Bad Boy, the song.
So since Shyne dropped that bombshell that him, Mase, and Brandy were in a love triangle, people have been responding to it on social media. Like this person who tweeted, 2024 is full of surprises. Brandy and Shyne dating back in the day is new tea. It's definitely new tea. We knew about her and Kobe and her and Mase, but not her and Shyne. Someone else, Aries Groove, said, nah, Brandy really had all the hoes, Shyne and Mase, at the same time, having them beef over her. My vocal Bible, box braid queen, really was that girl. Yes, Brandy. Someone else said Brandy was that girl. She had all the rappers and R&B singers obsessed with her. Hashtag the Honorable Shyne. And I forgot to mention Shyne was promoting his documentary, which is on Hulu, called The Honorable Shyne. Someone else said Brandy and Shyne were a thing because she was with Mase.
Kobe coming to the Lakers.
And so that's a clip of the documentary. Leave a comment and let me know if you watched it. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Brandy having a love triangle with Mase and Shyne. I feel like that's a good one to be in. Someone else said, oop, not Brandy dating label mate Shyne and Mase. Those Norwoods know they messy. And someone else said, Brandy running through Kobe, Shyne, and Mase. Yes, Brandy. Somebody else said Shyne dating Brandy while Mase was dating her, causing drama at Bad Boy. Brandy has great taste, by the way. Good for her. And someone said, wow, so Shyne was messing around with Brandy and he was embarrassing her. So she told Shyne he wasn't nothing. And she was too good to be looking stupid behind someone that hasn't sold a single record. That's what inspired him to write Bad Boys and Bonnie and Shyne. Wow. Her impact. So y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about Shyne revealing that him and Brandy were in a love triangle with Mase back in the day. Are you surprised? Are you surprised? And do you think Brandy has good taste? Because she's her roster, her resume, is not bad. But y'all leave a comment, share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.
Layla, 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 tells it all.